Wow. I mean, we're just so excited to be recognized for the 2021 Kindest School of the Year. I think it's a real credit to our staff, to the contributions of Synergy, but ultimately to the opportunities for the children here at Gracemor. I think kindness has actually become a byproduct of just what our core values are, the values of humanity, excellence, and collective strength. Each individual deserves excellence, and we want to strive to be the best we can be for one another, and knowing that we only succeed when we capitalize on our collective strengths. We're super happy to be able to celebrate that our students look like America. We're probably 25% African American, 25% Hispanic, about 5% of a variety of other folks, including Asian and Pacific Islander, and then just about 48% white. Gracemor is a neighborhood school, but it's also a Title I school. And what that means is we have a federal distinction that we have economic need.
We have a lot of at-risk students here, a lot of mental health needs. The great thing about having Amber and Synergy here is we are able to reach so many more students than we would have been able to before.
Well, Amber is a natural part of our staff because she just jumps right in. She is adaptable and flexible because she knows that's what the kids need and she knows that's what our school needs.
As a resiliency specialist, I'm the one who goes and teaches the social emotional lessons in the classroom. So I think that we have a really special opportunity to be in the schools just because now that kids are growing up with technology, they're growing up in a different age, especially with COVID happening right now. They are needing these extra supports and they have these extra big feelings that they're needing to an outlet, knowing how to let these out in a healthy way. That's right. That's right. It's our big feelings that help us calm down, right? You guys remember that?
We've practiced mindfulness a lot. Mindfulness, you can breathe and like drawing or listening to music, or like just sitting there being silent, put your head down on your desk. That's something that's being mindful.
And being in a Title I school, you have a lot of extra socioeconomic status kids that are needing the extra support because they might not have it at home because mom and dad are working overnight or working multiple jobs, and the kids often need that extra support and extra love.
So the children here at Gracemor face some of the same challenges that so many kids face growing up in a digital age, trying to socialize with all the media and influences that they have. Children have really, really big emotions and don't always know how to handle those. And that can be compounded in individual cases where we've had separations in the home or a loss of a loved one that make those big feelings even bigger.
Right now I have a child that I see for individual prevention, and mom has died. Her dad was not a great influence on her, and she often comes to school unbathed, isn't able to eat food at home. Working with her, she has these big emotions, how she still misses mom, and oftentimes she has a picture of mom, and she has a picture of mom, and she shares it with her class. And she always says, I miss mom, I miss mom. And we always talk about those feelings and what that looks like for her, and how we process that, and the good things that are going on in her life, and how we can count those positives.
In our world of a digital society, those big emotions are hard for kids. COVID has only served to compound them. That has led to a more stark need for kids to be able to process, to connect. And that's a place where Synergy and Amber in particular come in really handy. The need to support social emotional learning has evolved quite a bit. Our SST team, our student support team, is a byproduct of that. In our classrooms, when a kid has a really big feeling and they're struggling to manage that, end up making bad choices. They're either being disruptive or maybe even dangerous. The teacher will call for SST to help that child to de-escalate or to help remove them from the environment so that the other students can continue to learn and we can continue to support the individual needs for that child. So rather than let's exclude a child from the community, like send them to the principal's office like they did when we were in school, we try to come to the instructional environment, respond to the needs of the kid, to keep the disruption as minimal as possible, but also to be able to flex to meet their needs, and ultimately help kids have more instruction and learn more.
I think it's pretty well known and researched that kids cannot be successful academically if they do not have some of those social emotional regulation skills. And so these kids need that in order to be successful academically and then in life.
Being able to have therapy in-house, being able to do individual prevention and group prevention and teaching class lessons, all are meeting the kids where they're at in schools. And so we're able to be that safety net and that catch one for all.
We have kids that have so many barriers to getting mental health treatment. And what Synergy has done is they've given us the resources to provide those services in the school setting. That's automatically taking away several barriers: time, transportation, finances. They're able to do that right here in the school and get the help that they need.
When these outside services are needed, this is where Synergy is great and can come into play and see we can meet them on the ground and meet them where they're at.
Synergy helps us set students up to be successful. When asked in terms of staffing allocations, I routinely ask for more reading teachers, and I would ask for 10 more Ambers. If we could have 10 Synergy people here every day, our kids would be better served.
Synergy has done a great job of being able to expand our programming this year tremendously, and I can only hope for more because the kids need it. They truly need it.
As a society, I think we've always seen the value and potential in children, and we've invested in schools for the purpose of helping children grow to their fullest potential.
They're learning just how to be better humans, how to have empathy for others, how to maintain and build relationships, how to problem solve. They're learning all of these skills, which is important for everyone.
They are far more resilient and adaptable than adults are, and they naturally want to be friends and naturally want to love on one another. You know, in a more perfect world, we might use them as the role model, because they do an awesome job of it.
These kids are our future. These kids are, how are we going to bring them up and teach them these skills when they grow up older, or even when they get in a higher grade?
I get excited every day, and I leave home in a hurry, ready to come to work and excited about what we're going to do each day. I think it's not just the potential of, but the present spirit of children that isn't like anything else.